In the cold darkness of deep space, a massive golden hull floated like a shining jewel. This was the heart of the Galactic Council. The oldest and most powerful alien races in the galaxy met here. Their leaders sat in a huge circle on tall stone seats. Each one looked strange and ancient. Some had glowing eyes. Others had many arms or hard scales on their skin. At the center stood Zorith, the leader of the council. He was tall and thin, with skin like shining metal and eyes that burned with cold light. His voice echoed through the hall like thunder. "For too long, the humans of Earth have grown too fast," Zorith said. His words were sharp and full of hate. They spread across the stars like a sickness. They are dangerous. They do not respect the old ways. Today, we end this threat. The other council members nodded their heads. One alien with 4 eyes slammed his fist on the table. Another creature with wings hissed in agreement. No one spoke against the idea. Zorith raised his long arms. "We give them one final warning. Surrender your planets and all your technology. Or we will burn Earth to ash in a single day. Prepare the fleet." A giant screen lit up in the hall. It showed 10,000 warships, the biggest and strongest fleet the galaxy had ever seen. These ships were like floating cities made of metal and death. Their weapons could destroy whole planets. The Council had used this power many times before. No race had ever survived their anger. The order was sent. The massive fleet jumped through space toward Earth. At the same time, the Council started a live broadcast across every planet in the galaxy. Millions of aliens stopped what they were doing to watch. "Look at these weak humans," Zorith said with a cruel smile. "They think they are smart. But they are nothing compared to us. Today, the galaxy will see their end." Laughter filled the golden hall. The council members felt sure of victory. They had thousands of years of advanced technology. Humans had only reached the stars a short time ago. Everyone believed the fight would be quick and easy. On Earth, things were very different. The warning message reached the United Human Command Center in Geneva. The room was full of generals, scientists, and leaders from every country. They watched the giant screen as Zorith spoke. The word sent a cold wave of fear through the room. "They are coming," said one general in a quiet voice. 10,000 ships. Our best weapons look like toys next to theirs." People whispered in worry. Families at home turned on their televisions and phones. Cities around the world grew silent. Children asked their parents what was happening. News channels showed pictures of the alien fleet moving closer. The countdown had begun. In New York, Tokyo, London, and every major city, people looked up at the sky with fear in their eyes. Some cried. Some prayed. Many felt angry. Why did these aliens want to destroy them? Earth had done nothing wrong. Humans only wanted to live in peace and explore space. But not everyone was scared. Deep underground, in secret bases hidden below mountains and deserts, things were calm. General Marcus Kane stood in a control room. He was a tall man with short gray hair and a strong face. He had fought many battles in his life. His eyes were clear and focused. He looked at the screens showing the alien fleet. Then he turned to his team. "Operation Silent Storm begins now," he said in a steady voice. "No panic. No shouting. Just quiet action." In another hidden lab, Dr. Lena Park worked at her computer. She was a young scientist with sharp eyes and quick hands. She had spent years studying alien signals and old captured technology. She smiled a small, confident smile as she typed fast commands. "They think we are weak," she whispered to herself. "They have no idea what we have built." Back in the Golden Hall, the council continued their celebration. Zorith watched the live feed from the fleet. The warships were jumping closer and closer to Earth's solar system. They had already passed the edge of human space. 10 minutes until we reach attack range, a voice reported from the fleet. The galaxy watched in excitement. Betting pools opened on how long humans would last. Most said less than 1 hour. Some said humans would beg for mercy on their knees. But on Earth, the real story was just starting. The first alien scout ships appeared near Pluto. Their giant shadows blocked the light of distant stars. Weapons began to charge with a deadly red glow. The aliens sent one more message to Earth. Surrender now, or die. The whole world held its breath. Tension filled the air. It looked like the end. The Galactic Council was too powerful. Humanity seemed alone and helpless. How could Earth possibly survive this? The clock was ticking. The massive alien fleet moved forward like a storm ready to destroy everything. Millions of eyes across the galaxy were fixed on Earth. No one knew it yet, but the humans had a secret. A deadly secret. And the Council had just made the biggest mistake in galactic history. While the galaxy laughed at the weak humans, the real story was happening far below the surface of Earth. In the big cities, fear was everywhere. People ran to stores to buy food and water. Families hugged each other tightly. News channels showed the huge alien fleet getting closer every minute. The sky above Earth looked empty and peaceful, but everyone knew death was coming soon. Many thought this was the end of human history. But deep underground, things were completely different. Far below the Rocky Mountains in North America, a secret command center buzzed with quiet energy. The walls were thick steel and concrete. Bright screens covered every wall. General Marcus Kane stood in the middle of the room like a rock in a storm. He was tall, with short gray hair and calm, sharp eyes. He had led secret missions for many years. He never raised his voice, but every soldier listened when he spoke. Operation Silent Storm begins now, General Kane said in a steady voice. No one panicked. No one shouted. The team moved with speed and focus. Men and women in uniforms worked at their stations. They typed commands, checked numbers, and spoke in short, clear words. Drone network online. Power systems green. Shield prototypes ready. General Kane turned to a large screen that showed the alien fleet. 10,000 warships were now inside the outer edges of the solar system. Their weapons glowed with deadly red light. They think we are children playing with toys, Kane said quietly. They have no idea what we have been building. For years, humans had kept a big secret from the rest of the galaxy. After the first contact with aliens many years ago, smart people in hidden labs had started to study everything. They captured alien probes. They listened to secret alien signals. They took apart damaged alien ships from old battles. Slowly and carefully, they learned the weaknesses of advanced alien technology. From this knowledge, they created something new. In another underground base in the deserts of Asia, Dr. Lena Park worked in a bright white laboratory. She was a young Korean scientist with quick hands and a sharp mind. Her black hair was tied back, and her eyes were full of focus. Around her, a small team of scientists moved fast but stayed calm. Dr. Park looked at her main screen. It showed a new weapon, something the galaxy had never seen before. It was small, fast, and deadly smart. The weapon used a special mix of human computer viruses and new energy fields. It could attack alien ships from the inside without big explosions. They believe their technology is perfect, Dr. Park said with a small smile. But every system has cracks. We found those cracks. She pressed a button. On the screen, thousands of small human drones woke up in hidden stations near Mars and near the asteroid belt. These drones looked simple from the outside, small and black. But inside, they carried the new weapon. They were built to move at very high speeds and hide from alien sensors. The team had practiced this moment many times in secret. No big speeches. No fear. Just years of hard, quiet work. Back in the main command center, General Kane received reports from all over the world. Team Alpha ready. Team Beta in position. Final checks complete. He nodded. Good. Remember our plan. We do not fight like them. We fight smarter. On the surface, the fear grew stronger. The alien fleet sent another message. Zoratha's cold voice filled every television and radio on Earth. You have 10 minutes before we open fire. Surrender now, or watch your planet burn. The words made millions of people cry. World leaders appeared on screens and tried to keep people calm. But in their hearts, even they felt hopeless. The alien ships were so big and powerful. How could Earth fight back? What the aliens did not know was that humans had been watching them too. For years, secret human teams had placed listening devices across space. They knew the Galactic Council's plans. They knew the weak points in their ships. They knew how the Council's command system worked. All this information was now being used against the enemy. In a third secret base under the ocean, engineers finished the last tests on new human warships. These ships were painted completely black and used special stealth technology. They were smaller than alien battleships, but much faster and harder to see. Their weapons were not bigger, they were smarter. Dr. Lena Park joined a video call with General Kane. General, the virus is fully loaded, she said. It will spread faster than they can react. One drone is enough to start the chain. Kane gave her a small nod. Excellent work, Doctor. You and your team have given us a real chance. He turned to the full room. This is not just about surviving. This is about showing the galaxy that humans are not easy prey. We protect our home. We protect our future. The tension in the command center was high, but it was the good kind of tension, the kind that comes before a big victory. Everyone knew the risk. If the new weapons failed, Earth would be destroyed. But after years of secret preparation, they believed in their plan. Outside, the alien fleet moved closer. Their giant shadows grew larger. Red lights on their weapons became brighter. Zorath and the Galactic Council watched from their golden hall with smiles on their faces. They were already planning how to divide Earth's resources after the victory. Look at them, Zorath laughed. Still silent. They have nothing to say because they have nothing to fight with. The council members cheered. The live broadcast reached every corner of the galaxy. Everyone waited for the moment when the powerful fleet would destroy the small blue planet. But inside Earth's hidden bases, the humans were ready. Dr. Lena Park looked at the countdown timer. Her voice was calm but strong. They have no idea, she said. The first wave of hidden drones began to move. They shot out from secret positions like silent shadows in the dark. The real fight was about to begin. The galaxy thought they were watching an easy victory. They were wrong. The countdown began. In the Golden Hall, Zorath and the other council members watched with wide smiles. The giant screen showed their massive fleet of 10,000 warships moving closer to Earth. Red lights glowed on every alien ship as weapons charged to full power. The whole galaxy was watching the live broadcast. 10 minutes until we reach attack range, reported the fleet commander. These humans have stayed silent. They know they cannot win. Zorath laughed loudly. His glowing eyes shone with pride. Of course they are silent. They are weak. Today, we teach the galaxy a lesson. No one defies the Galactic Council. The council members cheered. Some banged their fists on the stone table. Others raised their arms in victory. They imagined the small blue planet burning. They pictured human cities turning to ash. The celebration grew louder every second. But on Earth, things were very different. Deep underground in the secret command center, General Marcus Kane stood completely calm. His team worked fast but quietly. Screens showed the alien fleet getting closer. The tension was high, but no one showed fear. "Drone Wave 1, ready," said a young officer. Dr. Lena Park appeared on the main video screen from her lab. Her face was focused and determined. "Virus packages loaded and ready, General. The drones will start the chain reaction. They will never see it coming." General Kane nodded once. "Launch." At that exact moment, thousands of small black drones shot out from hidden bases near Mars, the asteroid belt, and secret stations near Pluto. They were fast and almost invisible against the darkness of space. From the outside, they looked harmless, like tiny insects. But inside each one was the powerful new weapon created by human scientists. The alien fleet did not notice them at first. The drones moved at incredible speed. They slipped through the outer edges of the alien formation like shadows. The alien sensors were strong, but these drones used special stealth technology that humans had built after years of study. 2 minutes to attack range, the alien commander reported proudly. Zorith smiled even wider. "Prepare to fire. Burn their world." Then everything changed. The first wave of human drones reached the front lines of the alien fleet. They did not shoot lasers or missiles. Instead, they released thousands of tiny particles into space. These particles carried the special human virus, a smart digital weapon mixed with new energy fields. The virus was silent and invisible. It spread fast. The first alien ship suddenly lost power. Its screens went red. Engines began to fail. Weapons stopped charging. The alien crew shouted in panic. "What is happening?" one captain yelled. "Systems are crashing." Before they could react, more drones arrived. The virus jumped from ship to ship through their communication links. It was like a wildfire in dry grass. One ship after another started to go dark. Alarms rang across the entire alien fleet. "Command, we are under attack," a voice screamed over the radio. "Unknown enemy drones. Our systems are failing." In the Golden Hall, Zoritha's smile disappeared. He stood up quickly. "What? Destroy those tiny ships. They are nothing." But it was already too late. Human drones danced between the giant alien warships. They moved too fast for the big ships to target easily. When alien guns tried to fire, many of them failed because of the spreading virus. Bright explosions started to light up the darkness of space as the first battleships lost control and crashed into each other. General Marcus Kane watched the screens with steady eyes. "Phase 1 complete," he said. "Continue the attack." Dr. Lena Park smiled in her lab. "The virus is spreading faster than we expected. Their command network is breaking down." On the surface of Earth, people still waited in fear. They could see bright flashes in the sky through telescopes and live feeds. No one understood what was happening yet. Many thought the aliens had started firing. Families held each other tightly. But in space, the real story was unfolding. The alien fleet fell into chaos. Giant warships that once looked unstoppable now drifted helplessly. Some exploded in huge fireballs. Others sent desperate calls for help. The proud commanders who had laughed at humans were now shouting in terror. Zorith slammed his fist on the table in the Golden Hall. "This cannot be. Fire everything. Wipe them out." His orders came too late. The human drones kept working. More hidden human warships, painted black and nearly invisible, began to join the fight from the sides. They struck quickly and smartly, hitting the weakest alien ships first. In less than 5 minutes, the unbeatable Galactic Council fleet was already breaking apart. The galaxy watched in stunned silence. What they thought would be an easy victory had turned into something completely different. The first minutes were over. And humanity had only just begun to fight back. The alien fleet was falling apart. What started as a few failing ships quickly turned into total disaster. Bright explosions lit up the darkness of space like fireworks of death. Giant warships that once looked unbeatable now drifted without power. Their massive engines went silent. Weapons that could destroy planets became useless. Report. Zorith shouted from the Golden Hall. His glowing eyes were wide with shock and anger. What is happening to my fleet? The screens showed pure chaos. Alien captains screamed over the communication channels. The virus is everywhere. Systems are shutting down one by one. Another captain yelled, "We cannot target the small drones. They move too fast." Thousands of human drones weaved between the huge alien ships like angry bees. They released more virus particles every second. The virus jumped from ship to ship through linked systems. It attacked computers, power cores, and weapon controls. Alien engineers tried everything to stop it, but nothing worked. The human technology was too new and too clever. On Earth, General Marcus Kane watched the battle from the underground command center. His face stayed calm, but his eyes were sharp. "Send in the stealth ships," he ordered. Phase 2. From hidden positions behind moons and asteroids, black human warships appeared. They were smaller than the alien battleships, but much faster and almost invisible. Special coating on their hulls made them hard to see on alien sensors. They struck like ghosts. The first black ship appeared inside the alien formation. It fired smart missiles that locked onto weak points, engines, command bridges, and power reactors. One giant alien battleship exploded in a massive fireball. Debris flew in every direction. "Take them down!" Zorith screamed. "Fire all weapons. Destroy those black ships." But many alien guns refused to work. The virus had already damaged their systems. When some ships did manage to fire, they often hit their own allies by mistake. Two huge alien cruisers crashed into each other because their navigation systems failed. The explosion was so bright it lit up the nearby ships. Dr. Lena Park followed the battle from her lab. "The virus has reached 80% of their fleet," she reported to General Kane. "Their command network is breaking. They cannot talk to each other properly now." The chaos grew worse every minute. Alien crew members ran through their ships in panic. Some tried to escape in small pods, but human drones followed and disabled them. Others fought bravely, but it was hopeless. Their proud fleet of 10,000 ships was now a mess of broken metal and fire. In the Golden Hall, council members stood up from their seats. Their faces showed fear for the first time. One alien with many arms shouted, "This is impossible. Humans are primitive. How are they doing this?" Zorith slammed his fist so hard the stone table cracked. "Do not speak like that. We are still superior. Send every reserve ship from nearby systems." But it was too late for reinforcements. The human virus had already spread to the Council's main communication network. Messages were slow and broken. Help would not arrive in time. General Marcus Kane gave new orders. "Focus attacks on their flagship. We want Zorith to watch his power disappear." The black human ships moved together in small teams. They used smart tactics the aliens never expected. Instead of fighting head-on, they attacked from behind, from below, and from inside the formation. They hit the biggest and most important ships first. One by one, the giant alien battleships went dark. Some exploded. Others lost all power and floated helplessly. The once mighty fleet was now easy prey. Back on Earth's surface, people started to understand something big was happening. News channels showed live images of the space battle. Bright flashes filled the sky. At first, many thought the aliens were winning. But as more reports came in, hope began to grow. "Look," one news reporter shouted. "The alien ships are exploding. Something is going wrong for them." Families started cheering in their homes. Strangers hugged in the streets. The fear from earlier was slowly turning into excitement. In space, the battle reached its highest point. Human drones and stealth ships worked perfectly together. The virus continued spreading. More and more alien ships stopped fighting. The number of working warships dropped from thousands to just a few hundred. Zorith watched everything on the big screen. His hands shook with rage. This cannot be the end. We are the Galactic Council. But the humans did not stop. They fought with intelligence and speed. They did not waste power on big useless attacks. Every move had a purpose. Dr. Lena Park smiled as she saw the numbers. "General, their fleet is almost finished. We can move to the final phase." General Kane nodded. "Prepare the strike team. It is time to end this." The galaxy watched in complete shock. The powerful Galactic Council, which had ruled for centuries, was being destroyed by humans in real time. What was supposed to be an easy victory had become the greatest defeat in galactic history. The chaos in the fleet was total. And the end of the council was coming very soon. The battle in space was almost over. Most of the 10,000 alien warships were now broken, burning, or drifting without power. Only a few still fought, but they were weak and confused. Human drones and black stealth ships moved through the wreckage like hunters finishing their work. In the Golden Hall, Zorith stood frozen. His glowing eyes were full of rage and disbelief. The giant screens showed the total destruction of his proud fleet. Council members around him shouted and argued. Some looked ready to run. "This is not possible." Zorith roared. "Humans cannot defeat us." But the truth was clear. Their great fleet was gone. Their powerful weapons had failed. Their advanced systems had been destroyed by something small and smart. General Marcus Kane gave the final order from the underground command center. "Strike team, go. End this." A small group of elite human soldiers had waited for this moment. They wore advanced black armor with strong shields and special weapons. They moved through a captured alien jump gate near the Golden Hall. In seconds, they appeared directly inside the council chamber. The Golden Hall shook as the human team arrived. Emergency lights turned on with a red glow. The council members jumped back in shock. Zorith turned quickly to face the intruders. 6 humans stood in the center of the hall. They looked calm and ready. Their leader, Captain Reyes, raised his weapon. He was a strong man with a serious face. Behind him, the team spread out quickly and took control of the doors. "Who are you?" Zorith demanded. His voice shook with anger. "How dare you enter this sacred hall?" Captain Reyes looked straight at the tall alien leader. "We are humans. You threatened our planet. You thought we were weak. Now you see the truth." The other council members tried to activate hidden defenses. But nothing worked. The human virus had already reached the hall's systems. Lights flickered. Security doors locked. Their personal weapons failed to turn on. Dr. Lena Park's voice came through the speakers in the hall. She spoke clearly and without fear. "Your entire command network is under our control. Your fleet is destroyed. Your power is finished. Surrender now." Zorith laughed bitterly. "Surrender? To humans? Never." He raised his long arms and tried to call for help. But no signal went out. The Golden Hall was cut off from the rest of the galaxy. The live broadcast still worked, though. Millions of aliens across the stars watched everything in stunned silence. The human strike team moved with speed and smart tactics. They did not want a long bloody fight. They used stun weapons and quick moves. One by one, the council members were neutralized. Some aliens tried to fight with their claws or strength, but the human armor was too strong. Others tried to hide behind their stone seats, but the soldiers found them easily. Zorith charged at Captain Reyes with all his power. He was tall and strong, with metal-like skin. For a moment, it looked dangerous. But Reyes was ready. He dodged the attack and fired a special energy net. It wrapped around Zorith and pulled him down. The great leader of the Galactic Council fell to his knees. You insects! Zorith shouted as he struggled. We ruled this galaxy for centuries. Captain Reyes stood over him. Your rule is over. You should never have threatened Earth. In exactly 11 minutes from the first threat, the entire Galactic Council was erased. The human team placed small devices on the main control systems. These devices locked down all remaining Council technology. No more orders could be sent. No more fleets could be called. The old rulers of the galaxy lost all their power in one clean move. Back in the command center, General Marcus Kane watched the live feed. He gave a small nod of satisfaction. Dr. Lena Park stood beside him with a tired but proud smile. It is done, she said softly. The council has fallen. The galaxy fell completely silent. Every planet, every race, every leader watched the Golden Hall. They saw the proud aliens on their knees. They saw the small human team standing tall. They saw the end of an old era. Some alien races cheered quietly. Others felt deep fear. Many had never imagined that humans could do something like this. The weak race from a small planet had just changed everything. Captain Reyes spoke into the broadcast cameras. His voice was strong and clear. This is a message to the entire galaxy. We do not want to rule you. We want to live in peace. But if anyone threatens Earth or our people again, the same thing will happen. We are not weak. We are human. The red emergency lights in the hall slowly turned off. The human team secured every council member. They would be taken for fair trials later. No unnecessary killing. Humans showed strength with control. Zorith looked up from the floor. For the first time, his glowing eyes showed something new, respect mixed with defeat. He had learned the hard way. Never underestimate humanity. In the underground base on Earth, cheers finally broke out. Soldiers hugged each other. Scientists clapped. The long years of secret work had paid off. The final erasure was complete. The Galactic Council, once the most powerful force in the universe, no longer existed. In just minutes, humanity had written a new chapter in galactic history. The war was over. But a new and brighter future was just beginning. The Golden Hall of the Galactic Council went dark. Every screen across the galaxy froze for a moment. Then the news exploded like a supernova. In just 11 minutes, the impossible had happened. The mighty Galactic Council, the rulers of thousands of worlds, was gone. Their giant fleet of 10,000 warships lay broken and silent near Earth. The leaders who had threatened to burn the planet were now prisoners or powerless. Humanity had erased their power in minutes. Reports flew across every planet. Alien news channels showed the same shocking images again and again, exploding alien battleships, failed weapons, and human drones moving like ghosts. No one could believe their eyes. On 1,000 different worlds, alien leaders sat in silence. Races that once laughed at humans now felt real fear. The Council had ruled for centuries. Now they were finished. And the ones who did it were the weak humans from a small blue planet. In the United Human Command Center deep underground, cheers finally broke out. Men and women hugged each other. Some cried with joy. General Marcus Kane stood tall in the middle of the room. His face showed calm strength, but his eyes shone with pride. Dr. Lena Park walked in from the side door. Her face was tired but happy. She shook the general's hand. "We did it," she said softly. "The virus worked better than we dreamed. Their systems never had a chance." General Kane nodded. "Not just the virus, Doctor. It was years of quiet work by millions of humans. Intelligence. Courage. Unity. That is our real strength." On the surface of Earth, the mood changed from fear to pure celebration. People poured into the streets of New York, Tokyo, Delhi, Nairobi, and every city on the planet. They waved flags, sang songs, and hugged strangers. Fireworks lit up the night sky. The danger was over. Humanity had won. But the real story was only beginning. Messages started flooding into Earth's communication systems. Leaders from many alien races sent them. Some were old enemies of the Council. Others had stayed neutral. Now they all spoke with respect. One message came from the insect-like people of the hive worlds: "We watched your victory with wonder. Humanity is not weak. You are something new. We wish to open trade and friendship." Another came from the tall crystal beings of the Outer Rim: "You defeated the Council with speed and cleverness we have never seen. We offer peace and knowledge." Even some races that once served the Council sent careful messages. They feared Earth now, but they also admired it. No one wanted to make the same mistake Zorith had made. General Kane did not celebrate for long. He knew this moment was important for the future. He stepped in front of the biggest camera in the command center. His words would be sent to every corner of the galaxy. "People of Earth and friends across the stars," he began in a strong, clear voice. "We did not want this war. We never asked for it. The Galactic Council chose to threaten our home. They thought we were easy to destroy. They were wrong." He paused for a moment, letting his words sink in. "Today, we showed that humanity will always protect what is ours. But we are not monsters. We do not wish to rule the galaxy through fear. We offer a new path, a path of peace and mutual respect. Any race that wants to live in peace will find a friend in humanity. But anyone who threatens Earth or our allies will face the same fate as the old Council." His words spread like fire. Many alien leaders breathed with relief. Humanity was powerful, but it was not cruel. This made them even more impressed. In the days that followed, the changes came fast. Human ships, both the new black stealth warships and the older ones, now flew openly across the solar system. Friendly alien delegations arrived on Earth. They walked in the cities and met with human scientists. They were amazed by human creativity, art, and spirit. What the old Council called dangerous growth, these new friends called inspiring energy. Dr. Lena Park became a hero across the stars. She led teams that shared some of humanity's new technology with peaceful races. Not everything, of course. Some secrets stayed with Earth. But enough to build trust. General Marcus Kane worked with world leaders to create a new council, the Human Alliance. It was not built to rule others. It was built to protect freedom and growth for all who joined. One clear night, General Kane stood on a high balcony overlooking a major city. Dr. Lena Park joined him. Above them, the sky was full of lights. Human ships moved gracefully beside new alien trading vessels. The sight was beautiful. 11 minutes changed everything, Dr. Park said with a smile. Kane nodded. It showed the galaxy who we really are. Not just survivors. Not just fighters. We are builders. We are explorers. And now, we are one of the strongest powers in the universe. News channels across the galaxy began to run new stories. The rise of humanity became the biggest topic everywhere. Children on distant planets learned about the small blue world that defeated the mighty council in minutes. Humans were no longer seen as young and weak. They were seen as smart, brave, and unstoppable when pushed. Earth itself changed too. New space stations were built. Cities grew taller and cleaner. Science moved faster than ever. Humans felt proud of their home like never before. In the broken remains of the old Golden Hall, a small human team set up a new beacon. It sent a simple message across the galaxy in every language. Never threaten Earth. We choose peace. But we will always defend it. The old Galactic Council was truly erased. In its place, a new age had begun. An age where humanity stood tall among the stars. Back in the command center, as the cameras turned off, General Kane looked at his team. "This is not the end of our story," he said. "It is only the beginning." The galaxy would never be the same. They had threatened Earth. Minutes later, the entire Galactic Council was erased. And humanity rose.